head. So we're going to be making a head. Wait lang. So I'm just going to show you some pictures, and then later I'm going to demonstrate how you're going to make a head. So we're not go before we're going to go into details like learning how to draw the eyes, the nose, the lips, the ears, the hand, and other parts of the body. We're going to start first in making the head. So now you learned about the skeleton, the muscles. So I suppose you will also know, learned how your head has a skull, it has some sockets, it has some jaws, right? And on top of the jaws, you have some um, muscles here for the cheekbone, here, and also the head, for example. And that will also help you with um, making a figure of your head. But with today's lesson, what we're going to do, or later what we're going to do, is not just um, a front view of head or a side view of the head. But what you're going to do is that you're going to copy and um, try to draw different kinds of heads. So there are different views from up, from down, from left or right. And then you're going also to try to put different kinds of emotions while drawing the head. All right? So, wait lang. Before we're going to start, let me try to um, see your works first. So, only a little of you sent.
Ma'am, I'm trying to catch up on my plates, by the way, ma'am. Since you posted two plates since 2 weeks ago. I'm trying to catch up, miss. Is that fine?
Yeah, it's okay.
Thank you.
As long as
Are you
you,
talking
Okay,
about the muscles?
yes.
Hmm, they're here actually.
You're prepared. So, wait, I'm going to just show the screen. Have you uploaded it, Nala?
The other day po.
All right. So, I'm just going to show you the screen. Can you hear my neighbors or something like that? Just want to
wala
ask.
naman, miss. Wala naman, miss.
Okay, that's good. Because it would be weird. So this is like Carlos. Can you see my screen? So this is his muscle plate. So I asked to do a pencil and then charcoal. Hmm. All right. Are you sure you cannot hear my neighbors?
Wala
I can
talaga,
hear a
miss.
little.
You can hear a little? Are you sure?
Not enough to distract, miss.
Well, it's a little bit disrupting to my part. Wait, there. So this is Carlos. So you need to improve on the proportion.
May tanong ako lang, miss, sa
Yes.
muscles. So each diagram, so may front, side, and back view. So tig
Yes.
isang diagram ng lead tsaka graphite, sorry, and isang charcoal, 'di ba?
Yes. So
Okay.
everyone is have this. Everyone should have this. This is the reference.
Yes, pero yung skeletal plate, miss, pure lead lang or graphite lang. So isang diagram lang.
So yes.
Okay, thank you.
So this is the charcoal, which is good. You improve so far. Yeah, I can see those muscles. Sana lahat may six packs, no? Just saying.
Dad
Um,
bod ang uso ngayon, miss.
huh?
Dad bod yung uso ngayon, miss.
Bad yung uso. Well, someone messaged me and he's like, what did he say? Sabi niya he is a fitness instructor and he said, um, do you want to have abs again? I don't want to respond like, I'm
Medyo sketchy na yung message na yun, miss. Medyo sketchy na yun.
yeah, like I know I'm single and I'm fairly stable somehow. I'm 28. I just turned 28 and pero and I know I can have admirers, pero some guys really are really a little bit weird and yeah, sketchy also. So
Hindi pa po kayo ready dyan eh.
Ingat
Rod,
lang, miss. Ang masasabi ko lang, miss, ingat ka lang. Mag-ingat
I
ka lang.
know my best friend also said that I should be. Hey, this is good. Nala.
It's me.
Yeah, this is good. Like you're improving with with the shading.
Yeah.
See, I could also see the. This is nice. You did nice. You could see almost the symmetry, but this you need to improve.
Oh, it okay, thanks for reminding. Yeah, when we learn the head later.
Yeah, but it's great that you're improving.
Hmm.
Promise ko lang, magka-catch up ako sa plates. Ang dami ko nang na-miss, miss. Dami
Sure,
kong
it's
na-miss.
okay. As long as you promise to.
I'm already working on all of them simultaneously. 'Cause,
Not simultaneously. Draw them, or make them bit by bit, not simultaneously. Otherwise, it would turn out really bad. Look, I Ariel. He looks very, very big. I mean, very, very muscular.
I know po ma'am. Because I see a lot of artists do that. Ganyan kalaki.
A muscle builder ba? That's what you're.
Di po sa Instagram po, maraming ganyan nakikita ko.
Did you take this from Instagram?
No! Why would I do that po? Siyempre, kung ano pong
Okay.
kung ano pong pinagawa niyo po sa amin, yun gagawin.
As well, it's great that you were able to apply it. And I like how you shaded some parts and some parts you left it to be highlighted. Okay. But next time, cleanliness, please. All right. Cleanliness is very important.
charcoal pencil ba maganda gamitin dyan or yung charcoal stick?
Pencil. For details, fine lines, pencil is better.
Okay.
Okay. You're improving, Ariel. Congrats.
Thank you po. I'm just trying my best na po to make it perfect.
So, PCO, do you like muscly bud, Ariel? Kasi what you draw was very muscular. And
Yeah, I think sobra na po sa details yung akin po kami.
yeah. So there is I read something that sometimes when people see that, well, if their ideals are muscle bod or thin bod people, that's how they will draw And I think it's the same thing that applied with Julian. Although Julian, um, you have to improve on your details and your lines. All right. And what I'm saying is that maybe also you are real um have your ideal body is muscular, or that's what, like you said, it's what you see. And so Julian, next time please use proportion and basic shapes. I don't think you did basic shapes. All right. So okay. So again, so let's go to, you're welcome, Julian. So let's go to here. How will I? So, wait lang. I'm trying to open that. Point up here. Tap. Alright, wait lang. Wait lang. So, okay, I'm gonna share. So, can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes po.
So, this is a picture I got from internet. So it's barely basic, really basic. Like, for some people, the shape of the head is divided into four parts, but the most basic part is to divide into three. So from here in the forehead to um the chin, you can divide um the face into three parts equally, where the first half is in the eyebrow, and the eyebrow is connected to the ears. It's the same height. And then the nose, the bottom of the nose, and it's also the same height, ideally, to the ears. And then you also have the chin. So that's the how you divide your head or the head to three parts. And then when you see it, huh, so here naman, you see a head, frontal head. So, diba, this is the eyebrows here are one part, and then another is the nose, the bottom of the nose, and the ears, and another is the chin. So, you can also divide the head vertically into three parts. So one, two, three. These parts are equal. Pero these parts, um, the eyes is the middle of the eye and the middle of the eye. So, ayun. And then the middle here would be the lips. So let's go to another more detail.
Mag-iiba yung proportions pag iba yung ethnicity, miss?
No. Um, it's actually, I know, this is the ideal, and but different sizes would go to like different age, different and also sometimes with women. But most of the time, this is the ideal. Like I said, this is the ideal figure or ideal measurements of the human face. Pero usually, when you are drawing or when you see someone out of the street or different ethnicities like per se Asian compared to African, they have different shapes of
Features.
their eyes, for example, or their mouth, so or their nose. So that could be customized, pero just to teach you the basic, we can um, we can try to um, see first or learn how to measure the proportions of the head so that you could draw it better. So remember your muscle and your skeletal plates. Some of you doesn't have a skull, for example, or lacks, or the head is a little bit flat or a little bit cube. So these guidelines would help you measure or create a better proportionate head. So ayan, and also that's why we're trying to learn this.
Okay, gets. Gets.
So for this diagram naman, you can see how the art is divided into two. So you can divide it like that into two, where the middle part would be the eyes or the iris, and then also the middle here. And then if you could see the distance of the eye is also the distance or how long the one eye is. It's also the same long as this one, the other eye, right? There, the thing is, the distance between one eye from this point to this point is the same distance with here in between the eyes or the nose. It's the same distance. What else? So on the side view, you have your three. You divide it into three equal parts. And diba, I already told you how the eyebrows is on the same height as the ear. It is also the same with um, the bottom of the ear with the nose. But with this, you have uh, look at this. The C line, it is not vertical, it's a little bit diagonal. It's also the same with the D. So if you go back to your muscle plate and skeletal plate, no muscle plate, you could check if your face or the face of your drawing is straight or not. But otherwise, your head should look like this one. The forehead is a little bit shorter or is more receding than the nose. The tip of the nose is always the pointed, the most pointed one in the head from the profile angle, and the forehead is usually the same point as this point from the chin. And then what else? Um, this one, the eyebrow and the eye. When you go so in the profile part, you can see how the eye is a little bit diagonal, right? So this diagonal line, if you connect it towards if you connect it to the eyebrow, you could see that the last point of the eyebrow will go straight, will form a straight line until the end of the earlobe. And then lastly, if you could also see how the end of the eye is also the same. Uh, the the tip of the eye is also the tip of is the same height as the tip of the lips. So, and if you could also see how the eyes and the nose not um, is not near to each other. So it's always the lips are always longer than the nose, and it would always be parallel to the eye. Gets nyo ba, guys?
Somewhat. Medyo.
Gets ko.
Yeah.
Same.
Anong same? Same somewhat or same gets?
Uh, I get it also.
All right. So which part did you not get, Gabriel?
Um, well, one thing is yung distance of the nose, sorry, eyes from the mouth, and how to calculate the distance between yung bridge ng labi and the distance from the tip of the nose until the eyebrows.
Okay. So I forgot. Sorry. So in here naman, if you could see, this is the earlier diagram I forgot to mention. Now you could also divide it into three, right? So the tip of the eyebrow, um, if you could divide it to three, the tip of the eyebrow is one line, and then another line ends here sa end ng earlobe. So when you go to another diagram from here, so if you remember here, so the it should be like this, right? So you divide into three. One, two, three. Three. Gets mo? That is how you um, measure it. Although the measure here is not ideal, like I said, because different persons have different kinds of proportions. But this is the usually the ideal measurement for or how it is easier because it's most likely the average measurement of most people. Gets niyo ba?
So, kung kukuha kami ng tawag dito, if we were to get a sample of a person's profile,
Mhm.
pwedeng lagyan ng grid line tapos i-measure kung golden standard ba o hindi. Can we do that?
Yeah. Actually, fun fact is that people actually calculate celebrities' faces, and they say that the most proportional face is the most beautiful face. So that's what they say. Pero the truth is, whatever is the proportion of the face, it is the beauty, it will always be the eye, in the eye of the beholder. Pero yun lang, according to statistics, the most proportioned face is the most beautiful one. So that's just what they say, but of course. And this also is a little bit of rule on you're going to um how you're going to uh have it easier on how to draw the face.
Gets understood.
So let me try it. One, two, three. Diba? Can you see it? It's one, two, three.
Yeah, it's perfect trees from the bridge of from the tip of the nose to the ear.
Yeah, that's it. So this is what we're going to make. Pero later. Uh, there is another one. So we already discussed that. Another is this one. So, oh, so this is, you could see my screen. This is from the book, ARN book. It is very important to, like I said, to learn how to measure the proportions of the head so that you won't get lost. So, um, besides from the kanina, this figure, he or she draw the figure into four parts. So one, two, three, four. And if you could see, he also drew it differently. So let's see from here. So you draw first a circle. On how to draw a head, you draw first your guidelines. And of course, your guidelines should be really, really thin or really, really light so that you can erase it later. So you draw your circle first, then your neck, and then you draw a line, and then you could draw it into three. One, two, three parts. So the third part, if you cut this in half, you would have half of your forehead, your eyebrows, and half of your eyes. And then on this side, on the middle side, you have half of the eyes and your whole nose. So remember na the length of the eyes is the same length in between the eyes or the same width of the nose. You can see it here. Oops. So the length here or the width here is the same width as the nose. All right. And on the third one, if you cut it in half, this would be your lips. And then on the other half, that would be your um, chin. So, all right. Who's that? So someone joined. I don't know who, but I muted you because I don't want static on my lecture. So same thing with here. But this person drew on the side view part. This person or this artist drew a circle first and then drew his or her guidelines. And you can see the 1, 2, 3 lines. So one for the middle of the nose, and that would be also the beginning of the rest of the eye. And the end here of the middle or the middle of the um this portion would be the eye, and the last portion would be the ears. Pero from here you could also um divide it into three. So 1, 2, 3. Tama ba? One, two. So ayan. So you have the eyes, the nose, and like I told you, the middle of the this one of the third part is the lips. All right. So same thing. This is how you draw your head in profile. So you have circle, and then you have to also figure out how long the chin would be. So for example, the chin is a little bit lower. So you could also draw your lines. So you have the forehead, your eyes, and then your mouth. Same thing with here. You have your forehead and 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. 3 lines. Same thing with here. 1, 2, 3. Pero this one, this line here, is a little bit shorter when you divide it. So 1, 2, 3. And then fourth for this end. All right. So let's go to another book. Um, so wait lang. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
So this is, oh, okay. It's okay, Ariana. So this is a book drawing the head and the hands. I think I already had this by Andrew Loomis. So this is one of your reference books. So if you could see it here, basic illustrations, how different shape of the faces are. So this is a little thin, for example. This has bigger chin, and this is fatter. This is more square, fat, and thinner, and for example, like that. So basically, ito yun. Round, square, narrow, wide, narrow jaw, high dome, low dome, fat, thin, receding brow, protruding brow, flat back, big nose, low dome, and etc. So, like I said, remember your basic lines. The persons don't always have um, some person don't always have the same uh, or is not always ideal. So, but the basic principles is still there. You'd see one line, two, three, or one, two, three, and you have one, two, three, one, two, three. Still the same. All right. So men's head. So imagine a man's head being a circle, and then there is uh, a nail on it, and there you have it. And then you will slice it in half for the size for the ear, and you can draw basic lines on it. So one, two, three, four. That would be one, two, three rows. All right. Same thing here. You have one, two, three rows. So fourth row yung sa um, hairline. And same thing here. Ayun. So this would be the front skull. And then the side would be here, for example. So this is what you're going to do there. So you start from the first, you start from the first cross and then a circle, right? And you could also make a basic shape here for the ears. And di ba may cross ka na? And the last quadrant would be the ears. Ayun. And di ba you have an ano here, anong tawag dito? Circle here. Like hahatiin mo siya. So that would be the start of your face or your jawline. So, ayan na. Ta-da! Same thing with here. You can see one, two, three lines. Pero this person drew a circle first para the image of the skull was still there. So imagine this one as a circle, then parang may another circle here, and then you divide it into three parts. One, two, one, two, three. So this would be the last quadrant, and then that would be the ear, and then you have your eyebrows. Same with the height of the with the ears, and also the nose. Same height with um the end of the earlobe, and so forth. Pero the difference between this one to the when something is in portrait, for example here a portrait, one, two, three, four lines, and then pero one, two, three quadrants. The difference between the frontal and the side view or three-fourths view is that this eye is smaller than this eye kasi mas malapit to. This is much nearer and this is more farther away. So this is smaller and this is usually more distinctive. Ayan. So do you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
So here are other how you draw your skeleton. So remember you have your cheekbones, you have your jaw, You also have your orbital and the sinus, the occipital, right? And you have your teeth. So, ayan. So, what you're going to do today is make different kinds of head. Are you ready, guys?
Different types as in different structures. Parang fat, thin, ganun, ma'am.
Yes, but not only that.
Ah, there. That's the one.
Not only that. Wait, I'm going to screenshot this. So you're going to draw all plus different views. So wait lang. Mm, so screenshot. So this is what they're going to draw. Um, and here. So the deadline for this would be on October 6th. All right. The deadline would be on October 6th. So you have to draw this one and this one. All right.
Shaded, ma'am.
No. Pero you're going to draw it both in graphite and one one page graphite, one page for um charcoal.
So,
Okay.
both the same diagram here, but one of each. Parang nung muscle plate, ganun names.
Yes. No, di ba
This,
two diagrams? Two diagrams. Two diagrams. What
okay, okay.
one graphite, two diagrams, charcoal, two diagrams as well.
So, ito yung nakikita namin dito, miss. Yung, wait, this one is for charcoal.
No.
Wait, it's
This
going
one,
back and forth. It's going back and forth, sorry.
sorry, wait lang. Itong dalawang to,
Yeah.
charcoal and graphite.
Okay. Okay, so two sets.
Two sets, one of each.
Okay, got it. Okay.
So,
And then next
ika-copy
week
po
po
namin
yung
ano
due.
po.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. Ano yan?
Ika-copy po namin yung picture po lahat po.
Yes, pero no shooting. I want you to practice how to draw a head or heads. All right? Different kinds of heads.
Okay.
There is
Understand.
no shading.
No
No
shading. No shading. Got it.
shading using graphite and charcoal.
Can we
Para,
use grid lines, miss?
huh?
Can we use grid lines yung pinakita niyo sa amin kanina? Okay lang.
You could draw basic lines
Basic lines.
or
Okay.
guidelines. Yeah, you could draw guidelines.
Okay. Pero erase sa final output.
Yes.
Okay. Understood.
Is that easy?
Yes. No, I'm not sure. We'll see.
It's easy, but it's a lot, so it's not.
Excuse me po, ma'am.
Yes, Nala.
So does it mean for these plates, one with both of them, both charcoal and lead pencils, but so that means we're submitting four naman.
Yes, yes.
Oh, get it. So that to not to be confused.
Okay. So is that clear for everyone? The
Yes, ma'am.
deadline is on uh, October 6th.
That's next week.
Yes.
Okay. Understood. Understood, ma'am. Understood, ma'am.
No more, no violent reactions, complaints.
Uh, no, it's fine. We're just drawing some white guys here, couple of old white guys, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
So, madami lang siya, but I hope you will have practice in drawing heads. And I hope that eventually you would get used to it and you would get better on drawing heads.
All right.
So, remember lang that your heads has muscles, have a skull, and yun lang. So, basically, you have this references na lang.
Oh,
Alright?
all right.
Alright.
Understood.
I'm happy that you're easy to talk to. All right, so I'll dismiss you early, and so it's 2 o'clock, and you'll be drawing your great grandpa. Okay, sure. So it's 2 o'clock, so you have 2 more hours to start off, and then you also have until October 6th to finish everything. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
Ay, ipapost ko
Yes
po
po.
sa assignment box ko
I'm
yung
going to
dalawa.
put it in Google Classroom.
All right, ma'am. I'll look out for it.
Okay, noted.
Okay, class dismissed. Thank you
Ma'am,
guys.
can I talk to you for a
Bye.
sec?
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay lang.
Sure, sure.
Bye. Thanks.
For the
Thanks,
remaining
ma'am.
plates